BSSS Rhythm. BSSS Rhythm. BSSS Rhythm.
फिराक गोरखपुरी साहब का एक बेहद ही उम्दा शेर है। आए थे हंसते खेलते मैं खाने में फिराक, आए थे हंसते खेलते मैं खाने में फिराक, जब पी चुके शराब तो संजीदा हो गए। BSSS रिदम द इंटरनेशनल ऑनलाइन रेडियो पर मैं हूँ आरजे मुस्कान, और आज जिस शख्सियत से मैं आप सभी को रूबरू करवाने वाली हूँ उनका पेशा ही यही है। उनका काम है, उनका पेशा है लोगों को संजीदा करना। मैं बात कर रही हूँ सोम ग्रुप ऑफ कंपनीज, सोम डिस्टिलरीज एंड ब्रूअरीज के ओनर, चेयरमैन और मैनेजिंग डायरेक्टर श्री जगदीश कुमार सर की। सर, first of all, it's really an honor to have you in our studio.
I would say it's a matter of respect, and it is an honor to me that you have thought it proper to share my thoughts on the industry with the students. And interacting with the students has always been a great inside desire for me. So it's a I must thank you for this opportunity.
And I must say, Jagdish Kumar Arora sir is a big name in Bhopal. So, sir, our listeners and viewers would definitely like to know about your company. तो आप अपनी कंपनी के बैकग्राउंड के बारे में, आप अपनी कंपनी की हिस्ट्री के बारे में हमारे लिसनर्स और व्यूवर्स को क्या बताना चाहेंगे?
देखिए, this is a first generation business.
जी.
This has been started from scratch, from zero. This thing, and I came from a very small tier 3 town. I would say I have did my graduation from a very small place called Ashok Nagar. Earlier it used to be a part of Guna district.
Right.
Now it is in itself is a district.
Right.
But this thing with a very humble background I have came. My father used to be the richest man in the town, but that's a small place for this thing. So, and I always used to think my mother was very against of my father was a liquor distribution. He was in liquor distribution.
Right.
And my mother was against the liquor business. This thing, she said, no way, and you have to be a doctor and this thing. So I tried to be a doctor because I went for science, this thing, biology I took.
Right.
As a student I tried, but and after first year I appeared for PMT, pre-medical test.
Okay.
And this thing, and then in a first year then I started dissecting animals, frogs and all that. And then
Right.
soon I realized that Beta Jagdish Kumar, this is not
Your cup of tea.
not your business. So I told my mother, look, this no, I said, what's wrong with liquor business?
Right.
No, you do the business and then you will drink it and tomorrow you will get married and then you will beat your wife and all that. I said, what is this nonsense? I said, no. She said, no, this thing. So with great persuasion, because I tried for other things. There's a small town. There's only 2-3 types of businesses used to be run.
Right.
One used to be the tractor parts because it used to be the biggest agriculture market.
Ji.
Because all the area is surrounded by the farmers and all that. So tractor parts, spare parts, and maybe a jewelers business.
Right,
and
right.
some cloth when marriage season used to start the business. So I did not find anything to be. I tried for gas agencies. There used to be monopolies and small town. No. Then I again talked with my mother. I said, look, what is that? He said, this is my concern. I said, if I promise
Right.
If I promise that I will not drink,
Right.
what would he say? Oh no, you have to come with to do this promise before Guruji. Guruji is in our from 5 generations
Right.
is the Almighty, is a God, is a ultimate power for all of us. I said I don't mind. So we went to the Guruji, and Guruji sent everybody out. I was only alone with him. He said,
Right.
"What's the matter?" I said, "This is my problem.
Right.
I am at my young age, at the age of 10, she has put in a lot of expectations on me. Ki you are an elder in the family and you have to do this, you have to carry everyone, you have to take care of the sisters, you have to take care of your father's sisters, you have to take care of the sisters in the neighbors and whole mohalla you have to take care, and then you have to do this, you have to do that, and now I don't know what to do." So he said, "What is your intent?" I said, "I want to do a sincerely business. That's it." He said, "What she thinks?" I said, "She thinks I will drink and this thing." And I promised her I will not drink. But she's saying I must promise before you. So she's saying so. She said, "Okay, fine." Then called my mother and this thing. He said, "Before everyone, okay, I allow you to do the business. Do as much as you want. You do the shops, you do the manufacturing, you open the factories, you open the godown, you do it in India, you do it abroad, but don't open the bottle for it." I said, "Yes,
Right.
I promise." And then I kept that promise with my mother, and I naturally in this business have little difficulty in going on, but the promise is promise.
Absolutely.
So I still kept it. When we reached to a very good height in the business and this thing, and just before her death, when she realized she got into the cancer, this thing, then she said, "Okay, you have discharged your responsibilities very well, so
Right.
now I allow you to
Take a
drink.
few sips.
You can drink now from my side." I said, "What interest I have in drinking after this thing? If so, up to this age, if I have not drunk, so I have no interest." She said, "But I make you free
You're
from
free
that
from my
commitment."
end,
But
right.
I said, "Fine," but naturally, so from there I started this thing, and in 75 shifted to Bhopal. I don't know a single person in Bhopal. My father bought a house in Arora colony. I told him, "What you are doing? There is nothing to do in Bhopal. What will we do?" So he said, No, let's go. Now since you will get married, you should have a quality life. So it is such a small place. You cannot offer the facilities to your wife and all this, that. So I said, whether the business and life is important or wife is important. He said, no, both are important. So I said, okay. So this thing, I came here, I don't know anyone. I only used to know a liquor depot manager from where we used to take the supplies in our
Right.
shop. But I said, "Yeah, look, father has done this and I'm feeling frustrated.
Right.
Nothing to do with it." He said, after only 16-18 months, because allotment used to be 2 years, after 2 years, and
Right.
just shops allotment happened, so now it will come after 2 years.
Right.
So but one thing is there, one sick shop is there,
Okay.
and that guy is ready to give up, but he's saying that all the liabilities you have to take care.
Right.
So we went to him, saw that. I'm talking about 76.
That's long time back.
The liabilities on the shop was around 24,000 rupees. Stock was of 4,000 rupees, and then I don't know. But he said, take it or leave it. So I said, take it. I take it. I took the challenge. I took the shop, started. I still recall, I don't know exact turnover of my today's yesterday, but I clearly remember that I started the day. It was a sale of, the shop was 179 rupees. I
Okay.
started and
And what is the turnover today, sir?
Break even, I'll come to that. Break even was on that time about 3,000 rupees.
Right.
But within a month, that turnover of that shop became 20,000. So this thing, and within 3 months, it reached to a 40,000. It was a successful venture. Then that's the beginning, and then God was kind. Then I started in 1980 distribution, wholesale distribution. Within 1 year, I became the biggest distributor in Bhopal, against the people who are settled there for ages, 20
Right.
years, 30 years. In 2 years, I was the biggest in Western Madhya Pradesh. In 3 years, I was the biggest distributor in Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh combined on that
Right.
time. And in 4 years, I have become the biggest distributor in Central India.
Right.
So this thing, it was continuous effort, continuous
Absolutely.
working. Then I thought of that okay, now it's the time for dream to take off.
Right.
Then I thought of manufacturing and applied for a license. There used to be a huge, strong monopoly of
Right.
the Kedia group, this group, that group. So that was not allowed to get into the business. But somehow luck was favoring, got into a only bottling license, this thing. So I started with a 10,000 square foot hall. It's very, very small, humble beginning.
Right.
And but for that capacity required only 1 acre of land.
Right.
But I bought the 13 acres of land,
Right.
knowing it well. Okay, this is going to be short for this thing. And every year we used to be doubling the capacity. Every
Right.
year we used to be doubling the capacity. And today that plant, our pioneer plant,
Right.
this thing, we have the about 200 acres of land.
Wow.
That this thing, because it's one of the biggest plant in the country. And so your original question was that that's the background
Right.
of the things.
Right.
Uh,
Well, that's pretty
But-
interesting. Also, sir, as I asked another question, what is the turnover today?
Today it's a 5,000 crore turnover of group,
Right.
and we are into the top 4 liquor companies in the country.
Right.
And our aim is to be in next 3 years of time in the top 3 companies. And in
Definitely.
5 years of time, maybe we should be in the top 2 liquor companies.
Absolutely. All right, sir. As you know, I could make out that you had this conviction of starting a business at a very young age. So now, today that you're already into it, what is your vision? What is your company's vision and mission? What's the plan?
You see, vision, I am one of those fortunate guys who could see the completion of the a plan, business plan, dream,
Right.
which I saw at the age of say 16, 17 years old when I
Which
was.
is very young.
Then I dreamt of a company which is not only famous in the your state, your country, but should be famous in abroad as well. It should be
Right.
this thing. God has been kind to achieve that dream, but as far as now vision is concerned, we wanted to be a truly liquor marketing company,
Right.
known into the country and abroad. And you see, we are from the state, whatever overseas export business,
Right.
the total export business, we are the 95% of the export from the state we do alone.
Right.
So, and I feel very pride in earning the foreign currency for the country. It's not that we make a lot of money in that. It's not that this thing we
But
make.
it definitely is a
money.
matter
But
of pride.
it gives you a pride that you are doing something for the country. You are
Right.
something for the society. I started with 20 people in the factory. Today, more than 2,000 people are working.
Wow.
And dependent on those 2,000 people, total 10,000 people, if they look, you see, I believe it is the God who gives the bread and butter
Absolutely.
to everyone. You are
Absolutely.
nobody, but God has chosen you to be a medium
Right.
to
Serve the
channelize
society,
their
to-
bread and butter through you.
Absolutely.
I still believe it is the God who gives us, but God has chosen you to this thing. My mother used to say this thing: if somebody has come to you for
Right.
something, never think that you are a great or you have something more to give it or to
Right.
offer. God has chosen you to to help Him.
Right.
So you are lucky. You are fortunate to help him or her. It is not the other way around. So
that
these
definitely is a very good
small
perspective. A very good
things
way of
which
thinking.
you get from the your family traditions and your
I feel that
this-
also makes you feel content somewhere.
yeah.
A lot of satisfaction comes in.
Yes, it is it gives a this thing, but there is always a pressure of responsibility that
That's
there was a time when we had a downfall in the year 2000 when the
Right.
company company went into the red and this thing. So I was very confident because
Right.
that we will come out of this.
absolutely.
But it was almost 2-3 years. But every day I used to pray to the God, I must have done something wrong and I must have had some wrong things done. That's why I am suffering. But what is the fault of these 500-600 people who are dependent? Why are they suffering? So every day the feeling used to come like this. So, but soon that stage also went off,
was a
and
phase.
God has been again very kind. So we are doing.
Wow. So, that is really an interesting story.
But Muskan, I must tell you something
Right.
which I normally don't share.
Right.
Since I am into a education campus.
Right.
So this thing, I should tell you is, if someone asks me what you really wanted to be, I became a businessman.
Right.
I did business very well because I have been expected to do this.
Right.
It was a family responsibility.
Right.
It was my mother.
Your father
but
was already
really,
into
you
it,
see,
right.
everyone has now parents ask what you want to be.
The child, right?
What do you want to be? So now the student or the boys and girls get a choice. What will you like? You have a choice of a mass communication because you like it.
Right.
But in my time, it was not there to
Right.
have a choice. It was my mother wanted to be a doctor. My father wanted to be a businessman, and this thing. Nobody asked me what do you want to
Somehow you were influenced.
be. Yeah.
Even
No,
if you did not go ahead with the medical thing, you went
but I
ahead
am
with
telling
business.
you what I wanted to be.
Yeah, exactly.
This thing,
What did you
this,
want
This has got no meaning today. but you see, I telling you truly with my heart
Right.
that I wanted to be a teacher.
That's
this
so
thing,
nice to know.
you must say why.
Exactly.
This thing,
The first
I
question
was
that arises.
I was into because when I was in the 8th class, 9th class,
Right.
10th class, so then my icon, my ideal used to be the teacher.
Wow.
What this thing in 10th class, my physics teacher
Right.
told me, you do excellent whatever you do,
Right.
whatever profession you choose,
Right.
whatever work you choose, but be excellent in that
Right.
and be top in that. So as I said, I was not a very brilliant student. I
Right.
was not a first bench guy.
Right.
I
An
was
average kind of a student.
little better than average. I
Okay,
used to be
not below, but above average.
well, I was not in a top 10 or top 5 type, but
Right.
I was I was not a backbencher. I was not a front
Somewhere in the middle.
middle. Yeah. So he asked me. Normally, you ask from the person who is sitting in the front.
Right.
So then I got up. I said, "Sir, what will you do here?" He said, what is your? I said, "Sir, I want to play sports."
Right.
Here in the school, boys who have failed since last 5-6 years,
Right.
on that time there used to be entry. They are continuing.
Right.
So I did my 2 class together. So I was the youngest in the class.
Right.
And boys who are
Used to
10 years
flunk and
older to me,
repeat.
10
Right.
years older to me, 12 years
Same
older, they
class.
are in the same class.
class.
So sports, they used to have a complete command on the things.
Absolutely.
You can't fight with a person who is it. I said, "Sir, no chance. In this town, what the business you?" He said, "That doesn't matter.
Right.
Even if you do a shoe polish,
Right.
you do it in a way that person from 2 kilometers, 4 kilometers should come to you. Let's go to that guy. He does the excellent boot polish."
Right.
So you do a boot polish in such a way that people should remember. So it is not important what you do. Whatever you do it with a perfection and great
Absolutely.
conviction. So
That indeed is a very great
that
message.
is inculcated in my mind, this thing. So there are many things like this. If I talk all, I think whole time will go there. But I should say that is a thing. And I wanted to be a teacher precisely for the reason that when the children are at a raw age, when they are into a
Very tender age.
primary, secondary,
Right.
they have a, you can mold them.
Absolutely.
they
That
don't
is
listen
when you
to
can
her.
do it.
They don't listen to parents.
Right.
What mother says them, don't do this, don't do that. But if the teacher said,
Right.
I see my grandchildren and all that, teacher ने कहा है ऐसा नहीं करना है, ऐसा करना है, ऐसा नहीं करना है.
Right.
तो teacher ने जो कहा है, that is with them.
Of prime importance.
And this thing. So you can mold them.
Exactly.
You can prepare them to be a good citizen for the tomorrow's societies. So that is the biggest contribution you do to the society,
and
country,
to an individual's life.
and
Absolutely.
this thing. So I thought, if I am a teacher, if I give a good sanskar to this thing,
Right.
that because you are in a position to do that,
Right.
because you are a teacher and children are listening to
Exactly.
you. So if you do that, you are doing a great contribution to the society and this thing. So that was the precise reason I wanted to be a teacher. So to build the society good, not
Right.
any other reason. I did not. Then I had a very, very, love for music. As I said, music. So I wanted to learn the music.
Wow.
So I consulted some of the elders. They said there is a teacher. This
Okay.
thing. So I went for him. I said, "Sir, want to learn the music?"
Right.
He said, "Are you serious?" I said, "Sir." I said, "Sir, what is the fees?" He said, 5 rupees per month.
Right.
That was a big money.
At that time, definitely. it
No
was.
pocket money was not that much.
Right.
But somehow I managed from my mother's brother, my mama.
Right.
I had this thing, and some pocket money. He gave me 2 rupees. Some other
Right.
I managed 5 rupees, and I went to him. He said, "Okay, start from tomorrow.
Right.
Come." I went the other day, and then he said, "Okay, let's only have puja, means diksha as
Right.
I am his student.
Right.
I will give you, and music we will start from tomorrow."
Right.
So, sir, so he is keeping harmonium with him,
Right.
and this thing told me कि ऐसा you say like this.
Right.
I said, "Okay." Luck. My father was he was in a outside.
Okay, and he was not aware.
Huh?
He was not aware.
No, he was not aware. He was not
okay.
aware. And that his outside his house, very, little boundary wall where people passing through can see you.
Right.
So this thing, he was passing through somehow in a jeep, and he saw me sitting, and he asked his manager sitting,
Right.
क्या है? कि ये तो बोले सर वो जो है वो अपने पाठक जी हैं, उनका वो है म्यूजिक सिखाते हैं म्यूजिक से.
Right.
That night he came and he scolded me like anything. साला तबलची बनना है तेरे को, ये बनना है वो बनना है. So my complete interest was that my learning the music was just after that much of scolding I did not have a courage to go to him again. And till long time I had that punch of that 5 rupees which I lost which has been managed with a very great this thing. It was a huge loss for me.
Right.
So this thing.
But then, because you were always interested into music, do you sing sometimes? Maybe a bathroom kind of a singer?
This singing, you can sing, you are a bathroom singer, you are this thing, but music itself is a very passionate thing.
Absolutely.
You should.
And very
Music
soothing.
was, so you sing, I sing in my annual day thing,
Wow.
in the thing, but then you are sure nobody can ask you anything. so if you sing somewhere other people will throw you something bad thing. So better in your so anyway that went off. Then I wanted to be a sports person. I told you that.
So as you
there's
told me before this conversation started that your interests were scattered. So this is how scattered it was.
But passion was used to be the sports.
Right.
And this thing. And there is a small town. There was no facility for playing a game of table tennis.
Right.
I was very happy coming to this, your BSS campus. This
Right.
thing. It's such a neat and clean and this thing, beautiful campus, and you can see the swimming pool, then all the very neat. See, I studied in a school where even benches were not there properly.
Right.
So this thing, so the sports thing, there's no facility.
Right.
No facility. For a facility, seniors used to have a command. So
Right.
for playing, I'm telling a table tennis game, for playing one game or two games, you have to wait 2-3 hours at least. So then what you will pursue? You will say sports.
That's right.
Sports went off, music went off, then nothing left except to be a business person. So nothing was available, so I have become a business person.
And
so
a very successful one, I must say. Also, sir, how do you engage with the local communities, and how are you, playing a role in supporting their initiatives?
You see, I believe any industries or any trade or commerce or business person should adopt or should accept their responsibilities towards the society as well.
Absolutely.
If you do it little bit, that's not only add respect to your profession, but also, you see, like I learned from this thing from my mother. My mother used to tell me, Punjabi में she used to say one कहावत, जिस घर पर नाला है वो घर कदे बंदा नहीं. मतलब जिस घर की छत में वो बारिश में पानी होता है ना, at the roof,
Right.
if you have that outlet to let go the water,
Right.
then it's not harm to the house.
Right.
Similarly, if you have some percentage of your income to go as a parnala, it's this thing to this society, to your sister, your daughters, the weaker
Sections
people,
of the
weaker
society.
section of the people,
Right.
your servants, your associates, your colony, your town, if you are contributing something, then your business will never go down.
Right.
So you are not doing for them, you are doing for yourself. So some some part of your income. If you are doing that, you will flourish. You will.
Right.
Otherwise, some bad disease come to your house. Some money will go to the doctors. Money will
Right.
go to lawyers. Money will go to police. Money will go to this thing. So that will not be a right thing to do.
Exactly.
Some percentage of the things.
Should
So
go to the society.
having that concept in my mind, when I started unit, then I simultaneously, when I bought a land for the expansion of my this thing, same time I bought a land for something good. So I bought a school,
Okay.
which is now up to the 12th. I
Okay.
started with primary school,
Right.
and Muskan, you will be happy to know that all the students, this year they got passed out in their board exams, in all of them, in the first class,
Wow.
first division. So credit goes to my local management of the things, and teachers also there.
And to you as well.
I am
Somehow you
my contribution
gave
is I
them
would be
that
smallest
opportunity.
smallest that I only parted money to handle that, but
Right.
but people who have done it with their this thing, but I feel made a temple there, and then surrounding place. People come from long
Different
distances.
places.
They stay there. They stay. They eat. They do
Wow.
this thing, and then they feel nice. We have when we had done the expansion, we did the water for
Right.
all surrounding villages.
Okay.
Wherever we have a free drinking water to everyone.
Okay.
We have opened a hospital there. There is primary facilities. You see, my factory is just 20 kilometers away.
Right.
But you will be surprised, still 20 kilometers from the capital. And there is, if something goes wrong, there is no facility.
Exactly.
So it is so pathetic, this thing, So we have made a primary hospital that suppose
Mishap happens.
anybody got loose motions or something,
Right.
if it is not attended
Right.
properly, then people die. People just die like that. So all the primary thing we attend there. So
Right.
anything immediate needed, anything serious which can't be handled there, we refer to the
Right.
assisting. So the primary need, if what exactly is to be done.
Right.
You see, you have some problem which is not curable.
Right.
So then refer to the right person.
Exactly.
And sometimes it is a minor thing. You attend then and there, give
Right.
medicines, give glucose,
treatment,
give the
right.
injections, whatever.
Right.
So that is there. So that facility is there. 9th May is the annual day for us.
Okay.
This thing. So we call all the laborers, all the people in the surrounding villages.
Right.
More than 1,500 people are invited for lunch, and all managers,
Right.
directors,
Right.
managing directors, they serve the food to the laborers.
Wow.
So it is not that you serve or anybody serving. It doesn't make the great this thing,
But then acknowledging your responsibility towards the
responsibility,
society and
and
performing.
it sends the message to the management,
Exactly,
to the
exactly.
people that you are accountable to them.
Right.
You are to them.
Absolutely.
These small things we do.
No, that is really good to know.
So
And sir, as we were talking the other day, you told me that you have visited almost every country. So, which country or which place specifically did you find the maximum peace in?
you see, peace is in your mind. Peace is,
I was expecting this.
Peace is not at the places, but beauty is there.
Right.
But beauty is there. So
Right.
most beautiful places. I've been to Austria has been a favorite. A small country in Europe has
Right.
been a up country. If you travel by road, you will
Right.
find it so peaceful, so nice. This thing. Similarly, Scotland,
Okay.
Wales.
Right.
These are the places, the most beautiful places. People generally go to London, they see the hustle bustle of that and this
Right.
thing. But if you go to the upcountry villages of these
Right.
countries, you will find them, such nicely they have kept their, this thing is such beautiful, nice small lakes, very clean lake. You can drink the
Right.
water, raw water you can drink,
Right.
and beautiful places, and the best thing is, as I said, responsibility. In a last year I went to Wales, and then I was driving. So it's a small road, so it was divided by a line.
Okay.
That people go from this side and people come from this side. 10 kilometers behind, 10 kilometers in front, nobody was there.
Right.
I said, ठीक है, थोड़ा center में रख लेते हैं. So I kept the car and this thing, looked at the music and all.
Right.
So, but within 5 minutes, that I don't know from where that police
Cops.
car came. He said, put it on side. I said, what's wrong? He said, I know you are a tourist, so you are not.
Unaware.
So that's why I am not fining you,
Letting you.
but please don't do that again.
Right.
I said, you are driving on this line.
Right.
You should be on the one side of your line. Why have you? This? I said,
Very strict
nobody
about
was there. I thought it doesn't matter. He said, no, law is law. So,
Unlike in India.
it is not that it was harming anyone,
Right.
but one good thing is there, कि if you are breaking the law,
Right.
so then don't think that you will be taken to the call or not. You will be.
Will be.
You will be taken to the
Won't
task.
be spared.
You will not be spared. So that is one thing.
Right.
Second thing I learned from them is time. This thing. If you are traveling, if you are tourist, if you are going on a trip, if the trip is going at 10 o'clock in the morning, if you are come at 2 minutes past 10,
Right.
your vehicle
Very
or car or
punctual.
bus has gone.
Right.
They will not wait for
For
you.
you.
You are supposed to be there 5 minutes prior to that.
Time.
So time management, time discipline. So law is law, time management.
Punctuality is
These are the few
punctuality.
good things I have learned from them. Unfortunately, our youngsters, our people, they follow their bad things quickly.
Exactly.
Discotheques, music, nightlife, drinking. We follow very quickly. But
But the good things take time to be observed.
good things
by
like
the student.
maintaining the law,
Right.
or at the work, you will never find anyone talking to a mobile or to a drinking or went for a smoke or this thing. No, if you are on work, you are work. This lunch, 15, 20, half an hour, minutes or half an hour, you are back on the job.
Right.
That's different. That Friday after 4:30, they don't listen to anyone. Then there's life to
They have
enjoy.
their own
That's
lives
it.
then.
Fun. But so we learn bad things quickly from them. We don't learn good things.
Right.
But this thing. But so many beautiful countries I have visited, and I would say last week only I have been to Kashmir.
Okay.
Chandanwadi in Pahalgam
Okay.
is one of the most beautiful place in the world.
Right.
So we went there. There was all snow around. I was with my grandchildren and all that. And this thing. There are about 10,000 tourists, and can you believe me? There was not a one toilet.
Right.
So
With so much
beauty that if I show you photographs, you will be
mesmerized.
really happy. But not even a toilet. I had written a letter to Mr. Manoj Sinha, Honorable Lieutenant Governor there. Sir,
Right.
what is this? But in abroad, what is the difference in this thing? They have a very little, but they create facilities.
Exactly.
And then you visit again and again, and then say, Interlaken is a place in the Switzerland which has got only population of 10,000.
Okay.
And 10 million tourists visit every year. Can you believe it? A place of 10,000 population. This is 10 million people every year.
Coming every year.
Imagine. this thing. So we are brilliant, we are good, we need a direction, we should follow them, and hopefully that is,
And
I
some more
think these
things
are the
need to
things
be
I am
done.
talking because I am in a education campus.
Right.
I am in with the I hope that if anybody listens to this or not, at least students will probably listen.
And be
So
aware.
it is a good for them to this thing. We are very good, but we should have these little things in mind too.
Right. I've already taken a lot of your time.
Yeah.
One last question. You are into business, which is a very hectic thing to do. So when you get some time, what are your leisure pursuits? What do you like doing?
Hey,
What are your hobbies?
Yeah, my hobbies are I am very clear to this, because unless you are not following your hobbies, you really cannot deliver. You see,
Right.
my first love is sports, which is,
Right.
and I play badminton.
Wow.
I am playing since last almost 30 years regularly. I am
Shows.
the most Arora club is the
Right,
area
right.
where we play. And
you're very
me
regular
and my
there.
younger brother are the club champions in the last
Right.
3 years.
Wow.
So this thing, so
And that shows you're very fit.
you see, fit,
Needs to
and
be.
then need. It's a requirement one,
Absolutely.
and if you are a fit, then you can also deliver.
Exactly.
So sports is the one thing. The music is another thing which I
Right.
love. So that I
So
never.
which is your favorite song?
तस्वीर तेरी दिल में जिस दिन से उतारी है, फिर तुम्हें नए रंग लेके सपनों की महफिल में, तस्वीर तेरी दिल में.
We have the same taste.
So-
That's interesting.
so whenever I get time, so music is the another, and then sports, watching sports is the another thing.
Right.
And travel.
Traveling keeps you alive.
That is the one thing.
Thank you so much, sir. It was really a pleasure to have you on my show.
Yeah.
And I must say that, you're really going great guns, and I really hope that things become better, the ambience, the environment of the country becomes better for business, and you keep on doing well. in
Muskan,
life.
since I am into a education campus, I would like to be this thing. You see, nowadays children's youngsters are very intelligent, very brilliant, and saying them anything has no meaning. But out of my experience, 40 years business experience,
Definitely, we would need one last message
This thing,
for
I
our
would
listeners.
only want to say to make success in anything, whether in career, in profession, or in a business, or in this thing, 3 mantras are there,
Right.
which one should follow. First mantra is a focus to your objective. Second mantra is focus, and third mantra is focus.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Well, with that message, this was RJ Muskan. Stay tuned with BSSS Rhythm, the international online radio.
BSSS Rhythm.